Welcome to your new 50 kilowatt Renault Zoe. Today I'm going to run through some of the essential features and functions of your new car to help get you up and running. To start with, you unlock the car using the card-shaped key by pressing the unlock button. You will also notice there is a lock button directly next to it. The Zoe has a proximity key function, and you can lock and unlock the doors by pressing the buttons on the door handles with the key on you. You will also notice two other buttons on the key. The bottom left one will turn on the car's lights, and the one on the right unlocks the boot. There is a button inside of the car on the right of the steering wheel that will open the charge port. You then simply insert the charging lead into the top part of the socket. The lights above the socket will illuminate blue to indicate the car is now successfully charging. The second part of the socket is for public rapid charging at a CCS rapid charger at somewhere like the motorway services. To insert the CCS charging lead, you need to remove both bungs to reveal the combined socket. The second part of the socket for CCS rapid charging is only present on the rapid charge models. To release the cable, press the unlock button on the key or the button inside the car. You'll hear the cable unlock and then it can be simply pulled out. All our cars are supplied as standard with a 3-pin charging lead you can use to charge your car from any mains socket. This cable you will find in the boot of the car when it is delivered to you. While we're in the boot of the car, it's worth mentioning that the roadside tyre repair kit can be found underneath the boot carpet. Now let's move into the car. Once seated, you can adjust your driver's seat using the bar underneath the front and the tilt wheel on the left-hand side of the seat. The steering wheel can be adjusted by releasing the clasp underneath the steering column. Once you are comfortable, you can set your wing mirrors using these switches. The Zoe has what's known as a proximity key, which means it just needs to be present within the car for you to be able to turn the car on. To start the car, you need to apply the foot brake and then press the start-stop button located to the left of the steering wheel. You know the car is on as ready as displayed on the dash. The car is now started, but it remains in park with the parking brake applied. To put the car in gear, apply the foot brake and move the gear selector forwards for reverse or backwards to drive. The gear you are in is displayed on the far right hand side of the dash screen. The new Zoe has two drive modes, a D mode and a B mode. If you move the gear selector back once, a D will be displayed on the dash, and that means you're in the car's D mode. In the D mode, the car will coast like a regular car once you lift your foot off the accelerator. If you move the gear selector back a second time, the car will move into the B mode, which is displayed by the gear selector and on the dash. In the car's B mode, when you lift off the accelerator, the car will automatically brake itself, at the same time adding extra charge to the battery, what's known as regenerative braking. To move into neutral, push the gear selector forwards when it's in a drive mode. The new Zoe has an electronic handbrake that will automatically disengage when you touch the throttle. To reapply the handbrake, you pull the switch upwards and the red light on the dash indicates it is applied. Please note the car will automatically creep forwards and backwards like a traditional automatic car once you release the foot brake, unless you've got the car set to auto hold. In auto hold mode, once the car comes to a standstill and you depress the foot brake, the car will automatically reapply the handbrake. To set auto hold on the car, click the auto hold button behind the handbrake. The car is equipped with automatic lights and wipers which can be controlled using the traditional stalks located each side of the steering wheel. There are some handy buttons on the left hand side of the steering wheel to help you configure your cruise control and speed limiter. The right hand buttons control the display in the centre of the dash screen and also your voice activation and phone controls. Behind the steering wheel is your audio controls for the infotainment system. Navigating around the infotainment system is nice and easy and can be done mainly using two buttons. The menu button brings up the options and then the home button takes you back to the main screen. There are too many settings and functions to go through them all within the scope of this handover video, so what I suggest is perhaps you spend half an hour, sit in your car and scroll through the different menus and press the different buttons and just familiarise yourself with it all. Do keep an eye out for our in-depth controls video where we will go through all the various functions and settings in more detail. To pair your phone to the car, click the menu and then phone. You control the climate control using the controls located in the centre console. Press the central dial to turn it onto auto and set it to your preferred temperature by turning the dial. Once you have concluded your drive, you apply the handbrake and then switch the car off by pressing the start-stop button. I hope this short video helps you get going with your new Renault Zoe. There is also a full manual and a quick start guide located behind the passenger seat. If we can be of any further assistance, we're always on hand and happy to help all of our customers. Thank you very much for watching and enjoy your new car.